Good afternoon, this is Dr. Doe. This video on alphabetic list about problems still on letter C, and today I'm going to talk about general about the complications of systemic disease, such as the cardiovascular system or digestive system and urinary system. And there's some other systemic disease either result in the complications related to these three systems or caused by these three systems problem to lead to the complications. So for example, the cardiovascular system complicated eventually in the nervous system as a stroke, or the other endocrine system, for example, eventually leading to the complications either in cardiovascular system or urinary system, of course associated with the digestive system also. Basically like end stage of liver disease or end stage of kidney disease. And there's some other another category is the infectious disease, eventually leading to the multiple organ failure as a series, the most serious complication of the sepsis, either caused by virus, complicated by the bacterial infection, or the immune deficiency caused the severe infection, sepsis, leading to the multiple organ failures. So of course, when I talk along those complications, there are a lot of situations warrant emergency visit. We'll just talk along individual like the end-stage kidney disease, end-stage liver disease, and cardiac acute ischemic like cardiomyopathy infarction, and the complication of the nervous system like a stroke. They are all the serious condition leading to the definitely the emergency or the ICU management. There's another category which is the cancer, also very serious problem. Eventually, the end stage of the cancer leading to the multiple organ shock or multiple organ failure. And the respiratory system is another system. It's very also very serious complications like apnea, warranting emergency visit, hypoxia. These are all the very serious complications caused by the systemic disease and warrant emergency visit. So let's talk about the individual respiratory system or cardiac vascular system or urinary system or digestive system individually. What kind of condition can lead to these kind of serious complications, the end stage complications? Start with the respiratory system. Usually the upper respiratory infection caused by the viral infection, and you drink fluid, recovered without any complications. Some of the cases can lead to the serious complications. On top of viral infection can cause the pneumonia, bacterial pneumonia, and then sepsis, and then respiratory failure. So like the currently going on coronavirus is one of the example, because there's no immunization and the virus was not quite well known, so this virus can cause the serious complications. That's why the mortality rate is really high. And the flu is another important serious infection. Those kind of complications and stage respiratory failure occur in the elderly or other comorbidities, other systemic disease. That's the vulnerable group, or young children, because the immune system was not quite very well developed. So this is the end stage of respiratory system. The most serious complication is the hypoxia, of course, and apnea. So these are and these end stage respiratory system complications can cause by many other diseases, such as, for example, the stroke or the cardiovascular disease. They are all interconnected. So I just break down into the systems. For cardiovascular system complications, for example, we all know the most serious condition is the heart attack, cardiomyopathy, the cardiomyopathy infarction, and cardiomyopathy, of course, can lead to the ischemic, also can lead to this MI, myocardial infarction, and hypertension. Seriously, long-term uncontrolled high blood pressure can lead to many other organ damage and stage. For example, the kidney can lead to end-stage kidney disease if long-term uncontrolled hypertension, particularly if that hypertension is caused by the renal artery stenosis. So these are all connected, and each system has its own end-stage complications, very urgency, life-threatening, warranty emergency visit, and they also each system can also connect it, leading to the other systems and stage conditions. So of course, the cardiovascular system can also lead to the nervous system, like I already mentioned, either the hemorrhagic or ischemic stroke. That if that stroke is regardless, just need to see the emergency room as early as possible. And the end stage of the liver disease, many causes can cause liver disease, leading to the end stage of the cirrhosis, for example, alcohol caused or viral caused, or just multiple organ failure. Liver is one of the serious organ failure in the realm of multiple organ failure. For example, the cause of this might involve like the adult distress syndrome. So this is adult respiratory distress syndrome, ARDS. So this disease from respiratory system, or either sepsis or ischemic, eventually leading to the respiratory failure, hypoxia, apnea, hypoxia leading to the multiple organ failure. One of the serious complications from the liver failure, the toxin cannot be detoxified. The body accumulates with toxin and cause end stage, very serious condition. And so these are the, of course, I already talked about the end stage of renal disease, very serious electrolyte imbalance, and water accumulation, so that's in toxin to the nervous system, to the all the other organs. So these are the end stage of complications, very serious. So and the diabetes, of course, is another endocrine system disease, either the pituitary, thalassemia, or the thyroid. They all can lead into the disturbance of endocrine system, and diabetes, of course, can lead to, because the increased viscosity of the blood can lead to all the organs damage, ischemic and hemorrhage to the end stage. Typically, complications of diabetes like diabetic neuropathy, diabetic nephropathy, and even the eyes retinopathy caused by diabetes. Those are all the serious complications of individual disease, belong to different systems. And the other worth to mention is the nervous system. All the cancer caused the multiple organ failure. It's also very serious. Of course, that's the main cause of the mortality from the cancer, regardless of where it's the origin of the cancer cells. So this is the very brief, the wrapping up, taking home message is to visit a physician early when you notice something unusual going on. Either you have been healthy or you have other systemic chronic disease. When you notice something different, not regularly, even though like the upper respiratory tract infection, if the fever cannot control for a couple of days, then really need to see a physician. May indicate complicated bacterial infection. Treat early will limit the progresses to those end stage, or the other chronic conditions, like for example the chronic kidney disease. If you notice any change, like decrease the urine output or swelling getting worse, these are just example. For those people, I'm sure your physician already told you what kind of signs to look for and to see the physician as soon as possible. So this is the kind of the video, just list up horizontally connected all the systems, diseases, and toward at the end of the organ damage and serious conditions, life-threatening or multiple organ failures. So, so this is the video for today, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time.